Double H, Double H, Double H, Double H. It's the kid back in here, back in the game, trying to live, trying to exist, trying to stay alive, trying to be the best guy it can be, man. So, guys, we're back in here for another beautiful, amazing, lovely, what the freak? Lovely Hangatisni. Another amazing Hangatisni where I give you that loveliness, that beauty, and that amazingness, man. Let me just bring this letter. So, guys, it's about transfers, man. Transfers. That is the root of life. That is the key to life at transfers. And we're going to talk about transfers, stories, and so forth. So the key thing to note here, and I think this is what I need to know to all people, is Marina. I saw you saw me put out that call out there. You need to close the deal. You need to make this happen. Because if it doesn't happen, your job is on the line. A P45 will have to be submitted for you. So you best be prepared and be ready to do what you need to do. So, guys, just to, again, shout out to all the Patreons out there. Remember, guys, the best way to support your boy is becoming a Patreon tonight. Becoming a Patreon member tonight, and that is the best way to support your boy. Pledge an amount each month. You get extra content, and that is the best way to give back to the football hots, the king of all football analysts out there. So, guys, remember, you can follow your boy on Twitter at Harperpot. That's where you can reach me, bada bing, bada boom. Or if you prefer, you can follow your boy on Instagram. I know it's a bit small. I'll probably expand it a bit. You can follow your boy on Instagramos at the Harperpot for that beautiful, amazing stuff, man. So, guys, look, man, we're going to talk about Pogba. We're going to talk about Hazard. Talk about Goretzka. We're going to talk about Griezmann and even a boy called Romero. But before we even go into the transfers, man, Barca fans, what up? Barca fans, what up? Let me grab a pancake, man. He's been unveiled. Okay? He's been unveiled. Barcelona unveiled Depay. He is officially a Barca player. And I think he fared far better than the Us. I think there was a dude who tried to do like keepy-ups and he messed up. I can't remember whether it was the Us or someone else. But it's official. And I think Depay has been a dude who Barca fans think this is a decline. Ronaldo, Romario, Eto'o, Henry, Ibrahimovic, although he flopped, David Villa. So for all guys, this seems as if it's a decline. This seems that Barcelona, who is this unknown dude that you're going for? But I think on face value, that may be true because look, Depay ain't as good as the guys I just mentioned. He ain't that good, but he's still a good player. But what is very specific is there is no point in giving an amazing player to a manager who doesn't want him, or an amazing player in a system that doesn't fit what the manager wants to do. The best I've seen Depay was under Ronald Koeman. And I do believe that Netherlands could have really done something really interesting if he had been allowed to take that team to the Euros. Because when I just saw what he was doing with Wijnaldum and so forth, I was like, wow, these guys look good. Hence why it was so unlucky that they didn't get Wijnaldum as well in the same package. So rather than focusing on Depay and the fact that Depay isn't as good as previous players, I think the best thing to do is, hey, this is Koeman. Trust in Koeman. And trust that Koeman knows what to do and he knows how to fit Depay into the system. So I don't know how he's going to do. And me not knowing how he's going to do, I'll give you this assessment. If you go in with low expectations, I think you will be in. I think at the end of the day, you'll be happy as Barca fans. If you go in expecting him to now kind of live up to what David Villa did, what Eto'o did, and so forth, you'll be disappointed. I told you, Depay for me is a good player, and he's a good player that's put in the right system and so forth could be really interesting, you know. And I think what Barca need is quality surrounding Messi. Depay isn't coming here to be the superstar. He's not coming here to be the main guy where he's the be-all and end-all and everything is dependent on him. And I think that may have been the issue for the Netherlands, because the Netherlands used to have Beckham, Kluivert, and so forth. But when your best player is Depay and Ronaldo, that's how you somehow lose to the Czech Republic. If you're also relying on a dude called Malin, trying to say what, so like Malin sounds like a freaking wizard or something. So my thing is, let's your boy, let Depay play games. Don't judge him before he's had an attempt to actually play some games and actually show you what he can do. Because the other guys are judging by saying, I mean, Memphis. So, how do you go from Villa to Memphis? But you know, things change. Things move on. You know, of course, in an ideal scenario, you would want your boy Harry Kane. You'd want your boy Lewandowski. You even want your boy Haaland in an ideal scenario. But we don't live in an ideal world. And my thing is, you have to look at the package. If it was just Depay by himself, then but it's Depay, it's Sergio Aguero if he can be fit, and it's Messi. So maybe as a attacking unit within those three, maybe Depay is a guy who can really play well off of Messi, because I think what is going to be key and important to this is Depay and Messi on the same wavelength, because we see that Depay has a very interesting football IQ and he knows and thinks about things in a very interesting way. So maybe Depay playing with Messi is going to augment Depay's ability and actually give us a better impression as to how good a player he can be. Nobody on Lyon is close to Messi. Neither was anyone when he was at Man United. Neither is anyone in the Netherlands. And what you find in football, which is why we'll get to the whole Pogba thing, is good players who play with other good players become better. Good players played with average players or bricks, they'll be all right, but they can only be so good. You should always have amazing players play with other amazing players, then they'll play amazing, because what you do in football is you feed off of the energy other guys are doing. If you're playing with a dude called Timo Werner, Neong, and Daniel James, there's only so much you can do as an amazing player. But if you're playing with Figo, Ronaldinho, Maradona, and so forth, oh my gosh, your football will improve. So for Barcelona fans, keep that in mind. Don't focus on Depay. Focus on, what could Depay plus Messi plus Aguero do? And I think if you put that focus in, then maybe somehow it can be it can appear a lot better, man. So Romero, Spurs are making moves. Tottenham Hotspurs are making moves. And one of the big moves that Tottenham are making is getting your boy Christian Romero. And I think this is a huge signing. And I think this just shows you the sign of things to come with your boy Nuno Espirito Santo. For me, I think he's a good manager. I felt that he did really well for Wolves and he made Wolves look really, really good. So obviously, I think Golini. And so that's my thing. Do Tottenham have like a special deal with Atalanta? Are they holding Atalanta extortioners? Because you've now taken Atalanta's main keeper in Golini, and now you're not taking not only their best defender, but arguably one of their best and most important players. So for Atalanta, who I believe they finished third, I finished second. I'm like, man, that's unfortunate because they've done so well, and Gasperini has really made them punch so well above their weights. For them to now lose two of their top players, maybe because of they want to balance the books or so forth, that harms them both for the Serie and in the Champions League. But we're talking about the concerned man, bro. Romero is a very good defender. And people will say that the reason why Argentina were so good in this Copa America was obviously the presence of Romero rather than Otamendi. And I think what you saw for Tottenham is obviously, Vertonghen has us gone. How good is Alderweireld now, really? Your boy Davinson Sanchez is prone to making mistakes. So if you're not bringing in a Romero in there, Santos is bringing in that defensive security that now forms the foundation of him now trying to build a good platform for these guys to now attack. Now, if Tottenham now gets Romero, is that is that a big enough move to your boy? And so basically, is that a big enough move to your boy? What's his face? To your boy Kane, say, hey, look, Kane, man, we've got a defender. So if you score these 30 goals, these goals can lead more to wins, because I think the issue was Kane would start bad, score all these goals, but Tottenham could not hold on to a lead. And I think because they couldn't hold on to so many leads, they lost so many points. So now if you now add Romero in there, better defensive security, these leads that you lost last year, you could probably hold up to them, and then they cannot accumulate, so they'd be 3 points, 3 points, 3 points, 3 points, 3 points, 3 points. If I'm Kane, no. If I'm Kane, that's cute getting Romero, but for me, that's not enough for me to stay. I'm like, yeah, no, thanks. And we already reiterated it on the Tuesday show that if I'm if I'm Kane, bro, you're handing a freaking transfer request. You get the bloody hell out of this freaking club, because these guys ain't serious, man. But look, but we're talking about concerned. It's a very good sign, because Golini is, yeah, he's all right. He's not that much of an amazing keeper. But I suppose because he's 26, Lloris is 34, suppose you're just getting Golini for the future. But Romero, who is generally a very good, tough, consistent defender, that's a smart signing, because you can have all these attackers and so forth. You need defenders, you need defensive staff stability, because it's defenses that really can make you win those matches. Because if you don't concede, that is a great foundation for you to now say, what's up, man? So that's your boy Romero. So let's now get into the main pie. Now let's get into a little more into the main pie. Goretzka. Ban was what's happening here. Ban fans, what's happening here? Because I think it was either Perfect Champions or LD said that, no, relax. So people say that this could be a tactic. So rather than being reactionary of like, oh my gosh, Goretzka wants to leave Bayern Munich, oh blah blah, this could be big news, what the hell is happening? People say it's a tactic. So Goretzka, he wants more money, he wants an improved contract, so he's gonna put feelers out there that says, hey, if you really appreciate and you value my services, pay me. If you don't pay me, I am not going to sign a new contract, and I'm going to alert both Man United and Man City of my services. Nagelsmann doesn't want to lose Goretzka. You have to keep in mind that Thomas Muller, he's on his way out. He's getting a lot older. Of course, you've got Joshua Kimmich in there. Goretzka plays a very key role. As you look at how important Goretzka was during the 2020 treble, and for a guy that's bought pretty recently from Schalke, he is a very important piece to have, specifically an attacking midfielder who is really good at long shots, because you want goals to come from all angles. And I think, rather than just resting on, oh my gosh, is Ronaldo going to score? Is Sané going to score? Is the Pulisic going to score? Your boy Goretzka can come in from deep and create that long shot. So let's just paint a scenario, because whenever we talk about these things, we want to talk in hypotheticals and what ifs. So what if he doesn't sign his contract, and what if he doesn't want to go to United? So who would it benefit more? So we have United and Man City. He would benefit to both clubs, but he would fit United better, because Goretzka, I think his strength is he's very direct and he runs with the ball, and he's very good at making those nice late runs into the box and so forth. And look at the goal that he scored against the clutch goal he scored against Hungary. I think the goal he scored against Barcelona. So the way that Solskjaer plays for United, Goretzka would fit very well. And keep in mind that if, let's say, we're saying that Pogba is going to be leaving and so forth, here's the thing. Let's just say, for example, because United fans are like, oh my gosh, man, if we lose Pogba, he's irreplaceable, he can't be replaced. Pogba is a better player than Goretzka. But maybe Goretzka could be a better fit for United than Pogba is. All because a player is better doesn't mean that he is the best fit for you. All that matters is having 11 players, specifically the 10 outfield players, that are all in synergy. It's like Ultimate Team, where you want to get all the green lines and no red lines. So if I'm looking at Goretzka now, you have a guy who can run with the ball. The guy looks like a freaking Terminator. It's very intense. Can be adds the physicality into the team, but also adds another attacking element into United. So because he's a totally different flair from Pogba. So in Goretzka, you wouldn't have perhaps the flair that Pogba brings, the passing that he brings, the creativity that he brings. But what you could get in a Goretzka is a guy who's going to take more shots and perhaps provide even more goals and score more goals. Because I think the way that Goretzka plays and how end-to-end the Premier League is, I think Goretzka would fit in very well. You look at Pep's system, it's much more about passing, possession, keeping the ball. So I don't really know how well Goretzka could fit into what Pep wants, because what Pep wants is something very unique and specific. So I don't see Goretzka working. So look, man, again, for Bayern Munich, you don't want to lose him. He is one of your best players. But it's all dependent on how much is he asking for. How much is he asking for? Because this is where it gets difficult with contract negotiations, because it's similar to like Football Manager. Like, in Football Manager, when some scrub says, "Oh man, I want more money," I'm like, bro, in Football Manager, whenever like some useless player who drops 6s and 5s and 4s for me asks for a higher contract, I actually send him to like the youth to the youth team, just out of spite. I send him to the freaking youth team. So obviously, you don't want to do that to Goretzka, but the difficulty is he's very good. He's one of your best players. He's not Kimmich. He's not Neuer. He's not Lewandowski. And I don't think he's Gnabry. He's not Muller. So there is a pecking order. Whatever Joshua Kimmich asks for, you pay him. Whatever Neuer asks for, you pay him. Whatever Lewandowski asks for, you pay him. Whatever Gnabry asks for, you pay him. Whatever Muller asks for, you pay him. Although maybe his age. Goretzka, this is the difficulty. So is Goretzka as important as Kimmich, as Lewandowski, as Gnabry? You may say no. But then if you now look further into it, okay, let's say you now remove Goretzka, who now replaces what he does in that team? Muller is getting old. He's getting old. He's not getting younger with each year that's coming through. Musiala is a young kid. Very good player, quality player, but he ain't there yet. So Goretzka, I think, is in a very strong bargaining position because he knows he knows his value. He knows, no, I am important for this team that needs me moving forward, because if you remove me, there is nobody else that can take my place. Joshua Kimmich is excellent. Kimmich doesn't do what Goretzka does in terms of an attack-minded midfielder. So, yeah, man, we just have to just wait and see. Goretzka's in a strong position. Goretzka is in a strong position. He is in a position in which he can say, yo, you need me. You freaking need me, bro. Bayern won't completely. They won't completely. Look, it's Bayern Munich. Okay, they're one of the best run clubs in the world. So if Goretzka was to leave, they would survive. Nagelsmann is an excellent coach. If Nagelsmann can make that clown Werner look good, I think Nagelsmann can handle them losing Goretzka. But ideally, Goretzka would be like, yeah, okay, cool. It's not the end of the world. But I would rather I keep him. I'd rather we don't lose him because he is important for what we're trying to do. But look, if again, just to reiterate my points, I think Goretzka would be a pretty damn good fit for United and for Solskjaer. And the crazy thing is, this is why football is complicated. I'll say it right now. I think Goretzka would be more effective for United than Pogba. Pogba is a better player. Hands down, all day, every day, Pogba is the better player. But for Man, because my thing is, and we'll get to the whole Pogba situation, how good has Pogba been for United, really? So you can keep on saying, oh, he's amazing, he's irreplaceable, and so forth. Cool. As Eddie Murphy said in Raw, what have you done for me lately? Like, how effective has he been? How much has he really contributed to Man United over these years? But you can get a Goretzka guy who I just think that's based on how he plays and how United play and how Solskjaer wants United to play, I think he would be a good fit. I think the dude would be a good fit, and I think that especially in the Premier League, it's like if Goretzka was to, no, I mean, if he was to go to La Liga now, it'd be weird. The way the Premier League is and so forth, and how thugged out the Premier League can be, I think Goretzka can. I think he can say what's up, man. I think he can say what's up. So let's keep this moving, man. Let's keep this moving, guys. What up, bang? What up, guys? What's up? What's the main man here? Remember, drop it like your boys here, giving you that Lalini. Look at that Lalini, man. I told you, man. I've got my pancake here, man. No. So what's next? This is it's a great segue. Labille rejects a new contract offer. And I believe this contract offer was worth like 65 mil. So he rejected it. It's guys, I think we're getting real now. Things are now getting real. And I think the wheels are now in motion. Again, keep in mind that Pogba's contract runs out next summer. And the logistics are United don't want to lose him for free. Remember, I did a comparison between Pogba and Mbappe. I do believe that PSG would not mind losing Pogba on a free. That if he doesn't sign a new contract, PSG would still be like, you know what? If we lose him on a free, cool, but we're willing to make the risk and make the gamble that he stays. United don't want to make that gamble. This is a clear indication from Pogba that it's time for me to move. And I think he's 26, 27 now. And he's like, it's time for me to move on. Thank you for the contract offer. That's all great and so forth. But my mind is made up. It's time for me to take on a new project, take on a new frontier. And I turn this to United fans. Because I'm looking on the Twitter timeline. Irreplaceable, can't be bought. He's worth more than that. No way he's being sold. And I can understand the thinking. You don't want to lose a good player. What fan wants to lose a good player? Nobody. No fan wants to lose a good player. A good player is a good player. Is a good player. And when you're so highly rated as Pogba, you feel a sense of pride that your club has one of the best players in the world. You're like, yeah, man, boom. But then you now have to engage in football reality. Yes, he's a superb player. Yes, we know how amazing this guy is. What has he done for your club? United have not won a trophy in like 3 years. And for a guy who is so highly rated, what has he done to help contribute? Now, people can say, well, it's the people surrounding him. He's not really had enough help. He's not had enough assistance. And let's now bring back the whole De Bruyne Pogba thing. And I'd even use the whole Goretzka thing. I believe that Pogba, you see, this is where it gets very complicated, so just bear with me here. There are amazing players that can only show what they can do if they're surrounded by other amazing players. Then there are other amazing players who put me in any situation, I will still perform and make things happen. And there's a whole where the whole De Bruyne Pogba thing. Pogba is better than De Bruyne. If we're doing like for like, Pogba is a better player than De Bruyne. But what I will always say that De Bruyne is more consistent. And you put De Bruyne on any team, he's going to consistently perform, as we saw for Wolfsburg, who, well, they had a dude called Arnold and some dude called Dost, and he, I think, had the highest SS stats season. That's not the kind of player that Pogba is. You see, if you have an average team, you'd probably take De Bruyne over Pogba. If you have an amazing team, you take Pogba over De Bruyne. Yeah, so you see how where it works. That there are some players who are really good for like an average good team, and there's some players who are really good for a truly amazing team. Because Pogba is the kind of player where, oh my gosh, I'm at PSG now, I'm at Real Madrid, I'm surrounded with Modric, Benzema, this and that. Oh, you're going to see him So Pogba in an amazing team will give you more than De Bruyne in an amazing team, based on the kind of player that Pogba is. So for United guys, I'm sorry, this has been a failure. Let's keep it real. It's been a failure. The Pogba for France has not been the Pogba for Man United. And I know that it could be frustrating because you look at Pogba's passing masterclass against Switzerland and so forth. Like, bro, that's a freaking masterclass. And if France had won those Euros, Pogba could have been voted player of the tournament very easily. So it's just why what makes football so interesting and so fascinating, because you're like, wait, how is a guy doing that, but he doesn't do it for this team? It's because that's how these football dynamics work. Pogba is doing that because there's Benzema, there's Kante, there's Mbappe, there's Griezmann. But when he now has Fred Flintstone, Domine, Daniel James, and so forth, and Bruno Fernandes, he won't give you the same. He won't look the same. He won't be the same because he's thinking and operating differently because he's in a different environment. So my thing is that for United is like, make the sale. He's rejected the contract. He's made it clear that he doesn't want to stay. It is horrible business to let someone like that go for free. Make his sale. Try and get as much money you can from him. Use that money to try and maybe chase Goretzka or chase a player who best fits this team. Again, it goes back to fit. What's the right fit? What's the right fit? So for Solskjaer, you have a vision for how you want your team to play and how you want your team to operate. I want my defense to operate like this. I want my midfield to operate like this. I want my attack to operate like this. And I want to create a chemistry within this team. So not just about playing, who's the best player in the world? No. I know he's good, but does he work for what we're trying to do? Does he work with the double pivots of Fred and McTominay? Does he work off of Bruno Fernandes? So, because for me, I think what United need is like a Toni Kroos type of player. Because you already have the attacking crazy midfielder in Bruno Fernandes, although how good is he really? We saw him flop at the Euros. What United need is a guy who controls that midfield and can keep possession. Toni Kroos, what's it called? Thiago, Marco, like dudes like that who I can control and dictate his Jorginho. So then that's because again that's not Pogba. Pogba is not that kind of player who can really dictate and keep possession and has a very high percentage of pass completion. That's not how Pogba operates. You know, because Pogba is a moments player. Hence why for a moments player like that, you need him to be in a superstar team. What United need is a consistent player. You know, they need a consistent dude. And obviously you always have your boy Sancho in there and so forth. So my thing is, I think we're closer to this transfer that the streets demand, you know, because the streets demand and the streets need and the streets want a Pogba to PSG, because a Pogba to PSG is how we need to roll and how we need to freaking flow, man. And as I said again, look, man, for United, the deal makes sense. For United, the deal makes sense. So YSK Jackson says, HH, what in the boys in the hood is going on here? YSK, you live in London. It's bloody hot. First of all, it's bloody hot. And I was trying to find a shirt that didn't have any green because obviously this is green screen. So I was trying to find a shirt that didn't have any green. And this was the only thing I could find, which was this. And I'm not butting this up because it is bloody hot. It is boiling. Your boy Shane Schuberman, thank you, bro. He says the sun is good for light and vitamin D, not news. Oh wow. Oh no. What's also no, Shane. I mean, you may not know this, but because you're in Texas, come on, Texas, bro. This ain't Texas. This is London, England. But it is freaking hot in London, right? And it is hot. Like we are experiencing a heat wave. This is the hottest I think I've ever experienced in London. I told you guys, global warming. Trump, you freaking Dumbo. Climate change. The world, we are screwing over the world. This whole crazy extreme weather pattern and weather changes, it's not normal. The world is screwed. The world is screwed, and I don't think anyone cares, man. But yeah, man, I was getting my vitamin D today, man. Oh my god, that vitamin D was a thing of absolute beauty. A thing of absolute beauty. All right, man. Let's keep this going, man. Sure, which we go now? Which we go now? Actually, let's roll with this. Barcelona. The side chick. So Griezmann, it's failed. And I would argue this is a greater failure than Hazard. Why this is a bigger failure than Hazard is because Griezmann was never injured. Hazard was injured. So Griezmann was fully fit and completely and totally bricked it on an epic, massive scale. Hazard was injured. Okay? I was said a fully fit Hazard, we're having a very different conversation. And I warned you about Griezmann. I told you that there's a reason why he's the side chick. There's a reason why he's Robin. He's freaking bad. Like, they're doing that piece of basically. I'm currently having an argument on Twitter right now as to why if a bad girl movie is completely and stupid and completely irrelevant. That's why it's called this. Like, Griezmann is Batgirl, unnecessarily irrelevant and stupid. You're a sideshow. You're a side piece. You're the opening act. Okay, you're the opening act. So yeah, thank you. Do a few joggles. Get the F off that freaking stage and change your freaking hair. And also don't bleach your skin black, please. Thank you. But he failed. This was a full-on failure by Griezmann, and I think Barcelona, they know this. And they are offering your boy up to, what's it called, either Man City or Spurs. So the story is they're offering him to Man City and Spurs, but Griezmann only wants to return to Atletico. So let's break down the teams and let's look at what fits. Man City. No. It's too similar to what Barcelona do. Griezmann doesn't work well in possession-based systems, as was seen with how he has failed in Barcelona's system, where they have most of the ball. It'll be a good, nice signing, because you say to yourself that, oh, could Griezmann be what David Silva is? You can see some small similarities in him and David Silva, but David Silva is a far better passer of the ball, and David Silva is far better on the ball than Griezmann is. When you just look at the way that David Silva will just find very difficult passes in tight spaces, that's not what Griezmann can do. So no, he's in the David Silva replacement. Tottenham could be interesting. He's never going to Tottenham. Let's just be real. But let's just talk based on it being and like its tactics and if it's could be interesting. Could be interesting. But here's the thing though. Do you know Griezmann at Tottenham would be really good if they keep Kane. If they keep Kane, and you now have a three of Son, Griezmann, and Harry Kane, now that's very interesting. That's really interesting. And if you now have Griezmann now supplying and creating for a Harry Kane, oh, that's really interesting. And you obviously know the way that Tottenham play and how Santos plays, they really rely too much on possession. Atletico. I can understand why Griezmann wants Atletico. It makes sense. I think Griezmann has ate a lot of humble pie. He talked about how good he was, about how he's a Ballon d'Or favorite, he's one of the best in the world. So, I mean, after the World Cup, his head was very big. He had a huge ego and he was feeling himself. Pause. I think these few seasons and so forth have put him back down to it. Hence why he needed those Euros so much. I think he needed those Euros to sort of regain confidence in himself, because I think he's lost a lot of confidence. And when you've lost so much confidence in yourself, you need to find it again. And you regain confidence in familiar surroundings. You don't regain confidence in new surroundings, because that's a risk. Man City is a risk, it's new. Tottenham is a risk, it's new. France, I know France. I know Didier Deschamps. I know Pogba. I know Mbappe. I know Benzema. I know all these dudes. Atletico. It may have changed a little bit, but still pretty much the same. I know Simeone. You know, I know how he works. I know what he wants. So for Griezmann, 100%, it makes sense for him. And if you're at Atletico, it would be really good because remember, they already have the Paul. Carrasco, if Carrasco can engage his brain, maybe the Cannibal can give you another season. Correa, I always think he's super underrated. You obviously have your boy Jimenez there, Lodi there, Oblak there, Koke. You put Griezmann back, I think he fits, because Simeone is still Simeone. Simeone will never change. He'll never change. So I can see how that could work for Griezmann. But I think that the only way this goes through is a swap deal. The only way that this goes through is a swap deal. So my thing is, who do Atleti give to Barca? I don't know. You know, guys, we know the deal to make here. We know what the deal here is to make. Guys, like you guys, drop a like, guys. Your boys here, it's giving you that La Liga, man. Remember, guys, Patreon, guys, remember, follow your boy on Patreon. The best way to support your boy is by becoming a Patreon member. That's the best way your boys become a Patreon member. Guys, you know, we all know what the deal is to make here. There is only one deal to make, and it is the obvious deal. And it's a cat. It's a very friendly cat called Joao Felix. Now, Atleti have said that Joao Felix is not for sale. And we're not selling him under any circumstance, because let's break this down into some reality now, and let's talk real talk for Atleti. He doesn't fit your system. Simeone is never going to change. Griezmann fits your system. You know he will walk. So why don't you? Because Griezmann will make Atletico better, because he's a player who you know works for you. We've seen that Simeone does not fancy Joao Felix, and he obviously doesn't work for what they want to do. Joao Felix is a better fit for Barcelona. This is almost similar to the whole Pogba scenario, because it's like, we don't want to lose a quality player. Because he's so good, we don't want to lose him. But it's like, okay, fine. We know how good he is. Does he fit? That's all that matters. All that matters in football, it doesn't matter how good a player is does the player fit the system? Sometimes getting an average player is better than getting an amazing player, because that average player can fulfill a role that helps for the whole team to function. But if an amazing player comes through and he is a totally wrong fit for the team, then the team can't function. All that matters is the team functioning to be able to beat. You don't win via one player. That doesn't happen. You need all 11 to say what's up. So my thing is that Atleti make the freaking swap. Joao Felix, let him go to Barcelona. He will enjoy himself. He'll be a better fit for them, because Felix with your boy Aguero, my gosh, Felix, Depay, Messi, that's football. That's football. That is football. That is football. And Griezmann, in Atletico, it seemed that it's obviously getting better and so forth. Boom, let's live. So I don't care whether you paid. Okay, fine, you paid 120 for him. It was a wrong move. It was a wrong move. It didn't work. Who cares how much you paid for him? In life, sometimes the most difficult thing to do in life is the right thing to do. That's a nice coach going to have. Sometimes the most difficult thing in life to do is the right thing to do. It's as difficult to say, oh my gosh, my God, 120, highly touted, highly rated. Okay, fine. But Simeone clearly doesn't like him. Simeone clearly does not use him. And if I'm Joao Felix, you shouldn't have to change the way you play. He's a flair player, skillful player that's very imaginative and very creative. So you know what Atletico wants? Atletico wants very specific players that do very specific roles that do very specific things. And that's what Griezmann is. Griezmann is a guy who does a very specific thing. Griezmann is a very limited player, but for what he does it very well. Make the swap. Make the swap. And I know that Atletico won't listen because they're going to be stubborn, like, oh no, he's not for sale, he's not for sale. So I'm going to put it out there. Make the freaking swap. Because it makes sense. If I'm Barcelona, I'm not taking Saul. I'm not taking Correa. Like, if I'm Barcelona, I'm like, bro, if you want this swap freaking thing to happen, we're not taking freaking Saul. Because that doesn't work. The only way that the only way you want to get Griezmann, because obviously we got money, the only way you're going to get Griezmann and swap, you give us Felix the cat. If not, deals off. But Barcelona is in a difficult situation because Griezmann is like, I really want to go to Atleti. I don't want to go to Tottenham. Is not happening. I don't want to go to Man City. You know? So we are in a pickle. We are 100% in a pickle, man. But as I said again, that's why things should happen. Like that video. Subscribe. Oh, and what did I say again? I love you. Subscribe to all that lovely stuff, man. Remember to join up in Patreon, guys. Patreon, do it, Patreon, guys. Support your boy. I saw a few tweets when this was put out there. People said, screw him. Moving back. I saw one tweet that said, you're moving backwards. You are moving backwards by getting Hazard. Now, see, the tagline of this channel is the home of football analysis. And the reason why that is because I give you footballing cheddar that you don't get anywhere else on the world. Hence why I have been the #1 football analyst for 10 years running that. It is what it is. So I give you a footballing truth that other guys ain't going to give you because I know the sports inside and out. This is something crazy. Don't be surprised if Hazard was to go back to Chelsea. He suddenly becomes amazing. I've said this many times on this channel. I said that, football is 70% mental and 30%. It's like 7% mental, 30% physical. If your mind ain't right, your body ain't right. Mind and body. I think that's what's the mind rules the body. Body thinks the mind is crazy. Shout to your boy, the Milkbone man. Great line. The mind and body, they have to both be in line. Something about Real Madrid, the move, the hype, the spotlight, the pressure, the surroundings. Maybe that is what affected Hazard. And maybe he wasn't really able to really psychologically, mentally get himself in a spot to perform because of all of those external factors of playing for Real Madrid. Hazard is a great talent, but perhaps he will never be a great. Because to be a great, You need the mentality. Because if Hazard had the mentality, nobody's touching him. Messi, Cristiano, like nobody. If Hazard had the mentality, like he's clear. He's clear. Neymar, Messi, Cristiano, nobody's touching. Those guys are just like side chicks, like just useless. Irrelevant. Forget those guys. If you have the mentality, like there's no comparison, no comparison. But I think Hazard is a guy who he's just happy to float and just happy to go in the motions. Hazard will improve Chelsea. And the crazy thing is, if Hazard was to go back to Chelsea, familiar surroundings, familiar faces, familiar place, and a familiar an environment, you will be shocked to see how he'll just start playing again and starts performing again. And specifically in this system that Chelsea are in, specifically the role that Mount plays. I'll keep it real with you. If it's between Mason Mount and Hazard, you know who I am picking. So of course, in an ideal scenario, in an ideal world, the main thing is Lewandowski, or the main thing is Haaland. Let's throw Messi up in there as well. Who knows? Ansu Fati, what up? Those are obviously the main things. But if a possibility of Hazard returning, I'm like, whoa. Let's think about this. Now, where Real Madrid are concerned, this hasn't gone to plan. See, flop is a strong word. Flop is a very strong word. I don't want to use that word for a guy who was the best player at the World Cup. Like when you're the best player at the World Cup, you're afforded privileges. You're afforded specific privileges, and those privileges I'm going to give to your boy Haz. So I can't call Haz a guy who's the best player at the World Cup who showed up in a semi. I can't call you a flop. I can't. Like that goes against my thinking. But I'll be real with you. It's not worked out. And if I was advising Hazard, I would say to Hazard that leave Real Madrid. And if I'm advising Real Madrid, do all you can to get Mbappe. That if you are so Real needs cash. There's no more cash. So if a deal is made, and if I'm advising Real Madrid, put pressure on PSG, ensure Mbappe doesn't sign that contract, because I think Mbappe can play left or right, but he can never play on the left. You take Hazard, replace him with Mbappe. For me, the Hazard Real Madrid thing, it's not going to work. Even if Ancelotti comes back and so forth, I think it's false hope. It's false hope. And I think it is false hope in thinking or believing that somehow, some way, and Hazard, he'll come on because maybe Zidane was not the right guy. If Ancelotti comes and he's going to bring it in a whole new vibe that will get the best out of Zidane, and then everything Zidane's going to come back and now bring the best to Real Madrid, blah. No. Pipe dream. So I think for Real Madrid, I think it is in their best interest to offload Hazard, but to get a replacement. Because let's keep it real, Real Madrid won the league with Hazard pretty much being, pretty much not being involved in any way. So, for Real's point of view, especially with a new guy, well, not just new, but new in quotes, Ancelotti manager coming through, start afresh, clean slate. But then people say, well, okay, start afresh, clean slate. Maybe Ancelotti's coaching and his view is going to perhaps help Hazard. Yes, Zidane worked under Ancelotti, and yes, Zidane learned a lot of his philosophy from Ancelotti. They're still two different people with two different ways of viewing the game. So an argument for Hazard staying is maybe there is something that Ancelotti can do in training, and it's a specific set that he can do that can get the best of the Hazard. Maybe Ancelotti says, no, I want to play Hazard as a number 10. I want to maybe play him as a spot striker, just in behind Benzema, and see how that works. So him played out wide on the left does really give me the thrust and the kind of on the football that I need. But for me, for Chelsea, why wouldn't you want to take Hazard back? Because you understand that football is complicated. So all because he's not worked out for Team X doesn't mean that he will not work for Team Y. There have been amazing players who have been flopped for Team X, but they're not going to go to Team Y. Oh my gosh, they're amazing. Robin didn't do well at Real Madrid. He popped off at Chelsea. He went to Real Madrid. It didn't pop off for him. He now went to Bayern. The rest is his history, potential GOAT. If Spain didn't stop, he'd be a horseman. Kaka, who you guys claim is this supreme, amazing player, we know how amazing he was for Milan. He flops for Real Madrid, and he betrayed Marina by missing his penalty against Bayern. Cannavaro, he didn't work out to Real Madrid. Snyder, so guys, look, not a lot of amazing players have not worked for Real Madrid. Kaka, Snyder, Cannavaro. Not everybody succeeds at Real Madrid because it's a very difficult place to succeed at. It's very difficult. So my thing is, we have seen people not do well at Real Madrid, leave Real Madrid, and flourish after them, which is what happened with Snyder, and which is what happened with Robin. The same could be for Hazard. So you don't be obtuse when you're looking at these things, and you always have to look at these things in a 4-dimensional way. See, I'm trying to train you guys to say, look beyond the pale, look beyond the surface, look at things 3D. No. Was it? Look at things 3D. Wait, how do you do 3D? Look at things 3D in a 3D way, like 3D. Look at things in a 3D way. So look, man, I wouldn't mind taking your boy back, man. So all you guys saying that stuff, you can scare us. So guys, remember, guys, Friday Q&A, Saturday hangout, Sunday we're having a debate about whether Messi needs a World Cup. So Sunday I'm bringing back GOAT debates. We'll bring it back GOAT debates. So Sundays is where we argue. Sundays because it's gonna freaking pop off, man. So the content is going to be up. But I'm going to take some of your questions, guys. So guys, send in your questions in the live chat. I'll do 10 minutes of questions. 10 minutes of questions in the live chat. From your boy LSK Laxon says, HH looks like a botched version of Cuba Gooding Jr. LSK Laxon, never, unless he wants to allow back the hanger, never, ever, ever compare me to a guy who was accused of sexual assault. We've all seen the Cuba Gooding Jr. meme. I am not Cuba Gooding Jr. because I'm a far better actor. I'm far better looking, and I'm just all around better. So no. From what Jackson says, HH channeling his inner Harley Quinn. Look, guys, by the way, who's seen the new Dune trailer? That guys, Dune is my October 22nd, Oct 22. It's also my birthday month as well. Oct 22. Dune, bro. Dune looks crazy. And the boy Hans Zimmer is saying also in the soundtrack as well. Other Jackson, Harley Quinn is a loser. I don't recognize Harley Quinn. It's Batman. Robin, Harley Quinn, Batgirl. I don't care about those losers. LSK Laxon says, typical London Blues fan, simping for that Galactico. YSK, get Varane, get Sancho. First of all, how good is Sancho really? Didn't he miss a penalty? How good is Varane really? Wasn't his mistake that allowed Switzerland to score? So, YSK, like, you can talk London Blues all you want. Use Champions League winners. When else did United win a trade trophy? Like, guys in live chat, when last did United win a trophy? From LSK Laxon again, who says, if Zad dips, the local paella joints will go bust. Your harsh criticism of a goat, for me, is something I will ignore. Okay? Your harsh criticism of a goat is something I will ignore. Ellis Galaxon, you absolute loser, man. Asia, have you seen the Lynch Dune, the movie? Yes, I have. Not great. Great opening, great soundtrack, had potential, but no, it's they made it too early, bro. They made it far too early. But yeah, after I've seen it, but yeah, what wasn't that great, man? What's it called? They said comic relief and he's got to make it back. It's got to be a box office hit. So you do it. I think that was just for the trailer. It was just for the trailer. I think knowing Denis Villeneuve, those would be very special because he knows that look, bro, this is because I've read the book. It's an amazing story. So I think that was just for the trailer. But you do need a bit of that to really appeal to the masses because this is a big blockbuster and it's a big deal. Movie's a big deal. Favorite game from Hazard in the Premier League? I think it was probably the one against Arsenal, where Coquelin bounced off of him. Now, the craziest goal I've ever seen from him was obviously the goal against West Ham. But I think the one where Chelsea gave better Arsenal and Coquelin pretty much bounced off of him, probably his best game, man. That was probably his best game also because of the thing. Garbage, pointless, unnecessary, stupid crap. Chelsea, it was supposed to be released after Civil War. They brought it out, just complete garbage. Just a trash thing. Who are the favorites for the Champions League in order of the top teams? I don't want to jinx Chelsea, so I'm gonna remove Chelsea from it. LSG is LSG. So you know what? Call me crazy. I will still say Man City. Then I'd say Man City, PSG. Man City, PSG, Bayern. No, Man City, Bayern, PSG. And the other ones, see, I'm not going to mention Chelsea because I don't want to jinx them. So Man City, look, it's Pep. I know he messed up, but I'll still say Man City are still the strong favorites. I'm putting Bayern over PSG, football heritage. Okay, I'm always going to count towards football heritage, and then I'll maybe put the others afterwards, man. It is. It's going to be three. It's going to be three films. It is fit for a film, but you can't make a film. You've got to make three. Got to make three movies. I think they said this is going to be in two parts. I think there's a part 1 and there's a part 2, but it can't be a film. But it's going to be in 3 parts. You can't make it as one film. No way. Impossible. You can't make it as one film. No way. First of all, and I think YSK can back me on this. He's called Rich. I don't know who Richarlison. He's called Rich. And you want to open your rotten mouth and tell me about a hat trick in an Olympics game? An Olympics game? Are you sick? Come on, bro. Let's see. Remember to follow me on my other channel, man. My other channel, I'll break it down on my other channel, man. But yeah, check out my other channel where I'll try and break it down and so forth. But yeah, I watched the whole thing. Very interesting ending. I was up and down with the whole series, but the ending, if it's just that it's Marvel and Marvel are freaking babies. It's freaking Disney. Because if you handle that villain in the right way, you could have a very crazy villain. You could have a very crazy villain, man. All right. PSG have the better chance than City, in my opinion. LSG. Like for me, it's so much of LSG. For me, especially the way that Man City beats. Remember, PSG got to the final playing what to Dortmund, Atalanta, and Red Bull Leipzig. So for me, I still feel that PSG have now proven to me that they can beat a top team in that kind of semi-final scenario. So for me, I'm still going to give the dub to your boys, Man City, man. So that's a myth here. Where we at? All right. From a boy, Abracadabra man, thank you for the bro. HH, just watch the Black Widow. Oh yes, you just watch the Black Widow. No, it's garbage. It's pointless. Like I'm sorry, like the film, they only made the film because obviously Scarlett Johansson has sway and they'd be accused of being sexist. When you watch the film, you realize that, mate, this thing should have come after Civil War. The whole point of the film was that this was supposed to take place after Civil War. Civil War happened 3 decades ago. So when you're watching it, you're like, well, we've already gone past this stuff already. So it was a completely irrelevant film, man. No points whatsoever. And also, even the film was like, well, I mean, nah, just a pointless movie, man. Totally pointless. And from your boy, Hearty Momo, what up, man? Thank you for the up. Devin Booker dropped a disaster class in game 6. Glassy brick, Giannis top 3. I wouldn't call it a disaster class. I would call it disappointing. I thought he would drop at least a 40 piece. I think it would, and as a fellow Nigerian man, it is great to see Giannis win that. And yes, Giannis's ring is worth more than those 3 trash rings that KD got. KD, you joined a freaking super team, so you don't have a legitimate ring. That ring that Giannis had is more than those 3 cheapest rings you got joining that freaking super team, and that's overrated Steph Curry. So for Giannis, this has to be one of the most genuine rings I've ever seen a guy had, where he stayed, he remained, he signed the contract, he didn't leave, and to win a ring with a dude called Chris Middleton, who looks like Chris Middleton, is amazing. But yeah, for them, Booker unlucky though, but very good player though, very good player. From Ernest Laxton, who says, Richie Rich only performs when the stakes are high. Jackson, please don't. Oh, sorry, KD has 2 rings. Please, I'm begging you, please don't tell me that Olympics, freaking Olympic torch and figure 2 Olympics are high stakes, bro. Give me a freaking break, man. Best Marvel movie. So Marvel or MCU? If you're saying MCU, the best MCU movie is Captain America: First Avenger. I know it's different. Okay, the best, I believe, is Black Panther. My favorites is my favorites is First Avenger, followed closely by Winter Soldier. So my favorites is like First Avenger is my favorite MC film. First Avenger is one of my favorite comic book movies, bro. The Captain America, I love so much. The Captain America soundtrack is my phone ringtone. That's how obsessed I am with the movie. Like, I love that movie, First Avenger. But if you're saying best Marvel movie, period, Blade. The first Blade in '98. Is it Stephen Norrington Snipes? That is the best Marvel movie, hands down. Olympics, yeah. I mean, yeah, for me, like Olympic. No, I mean, look, it's something. Look, a gold medal is a gold medal. Like an Olympic gold medal is a gold medal. Within sports, I think a gold medal is still a great achievement. Within football, Olympics are irrelevant, man. Bro, every day I'm going to be making calls. Every single day I'll be making calls because I'm having panic attacks. I'm having panic attacks and I'm sweating because if this stuff doesn't pop off, I'm going to start. I'll either self I'm going to start attacking people, man. So guys, real quick. So guys, I hope all of you guys have joined the Discord. Make sure that all of you guys have joined the freaking Discord. Join the freaking Discord, man. Because we are doing a watch along of Akira. I am shocked that people have not yet watched an anime classic of Akira. So we could either do the Akira watch tonight or later on in the week. So how many people are ready to watch, especially for those who've not seen Akira? How many people want to watch a Discord watch along of Akira tonight? Tell me in the live chat. If you guys want to watch if not, then I can do it another day. But if you want to watch it tonight, we'll set it up tonight and watch Akira tonight, man. So, tell me the whole thing, man. Yes, Blade, you loser. Thank you for the dub, abracadabra, man. Thank you for the dub. Thank you for the dub. Thank you for the dub, man. HH, where is Arsenal wing these days? They sell Martinez for 40 and now selling Leno for a guy called Aaron Ramsdale. Aaron Ramsdale College. Arsenal's transfers have been garbage. As I say right now, Arsenal's transfers have been nothing short of complete and utter garbage. We all knew how good Emiliano Martinez was. How are you selling Emiliano Martinez, who performed so well? And you now saw what that guy did at a freaking Copa America. It's like you have to be, you literally have to be a psychopath. You have to be a freaking psychopath to be doing that stuff, man. So, and then I want to sell, and wait, who the hell is Aaron Ramsdale? And I think these guys could have had Onana. I think Onana is available. And I think they've gone for Aaron Ramsdale over Onana. So maybe it's a thing of they need like an English quarter or something, man. But for me, like that is last now. No, but the Martinez thing is wild, man. How they allowed that guy to go is wild and disgraceful, man. From Harry Momo, thank you for the dub. Harry Momo, thank you for the dub. Breaking says Sam Lee, Man City journalist. Harry Kane poised for £160 million move. Players may be involved. Levy caved in. All right, I need to. So when this stuff happens, I need to verify this. So let's go to Twitter. Kane. Wait. Kane. Man City. Let's see what guys are saying. Ooh! Guys. Let me read out. Okay, wait. Let me share it. Let me share it. Let me share it for y'all. All right. So everyone can be involved on this bad boy. So let's see. Harry Kane, Man City. Oh wow. But look, it's Sun Sports though. It's Sun Sports. So I don't know whether we can really believe this stuff, man. Harry Kane is set for I hope you guys can see this. Harry Kane is set for a £160 million transfer to Man City after Daniel Levy agreed to let the striker leave. He's understood to have shaken hands on a £400,000 a week with Man City. 160. Oh my God. It's agreed to leave. So okay, well, see, it's Son for football, man. So how can we really believe them, man? But look, well, it's out there. 160. God damn, that is what you call tax. That is what you call EPL tax. Jesus Christ. 160. That is oh my God. But look, man, they have the cash. They have the cash. They have the cash. Do you know, guys, do you know what would be really funny? Imagine if Kane goes for 160 and City end the season trophyless. Now that'll be funny. Yeah, is it? Yeah. Like Sun Sport. I mean, come on, guys. Sun Sports. So we're now getting our news from Sun Sports. Come on, I mean, but it's fun just to talk about this. It's fun. You're dealing with it. Look, nobody's. Do you think Coutinho was worth 120 or so forth? But it's Levy. Remember Tuesday's show. On Tuesday's show, I said that, bro, this guy is not allowing Kane to go. Like the negotiation starts from 150. Levy's not allowing these guys to go for one kobo less than 150. Not one kobo less than 150. So Levy was like, no, 150 is the base transfer thing. So if you're dealing with Levy's like, bro, mates, 160 and up, bro. 160 and up. Because there is no chance in the hell he could have allowed him to go for one kobo less than 150 mil. So basically, City's like, do you want your man? This is what you have to pay. And you're not leaving when we're not shake around. So, and Pep is like, look, bro, I need a goal scorer. I need a goal scorer, man. The key is what he's worth to Spurs. He's everything to them. Think 4D. Think 4D. You've got your boy so you have Santo in. Santo is a good manager. Kane is going to be hard to replace those goals. Romero is coming in, top the defender. If you not say, bro, you now have 160 million to spend, probably about 100 because Levy will pocket the other 60 mil. But you have about 100 mil to spend. Santos is just going to go to Portugal, Spain, so forth, and just build a very nice, intricate, interesting team. So my thing is, what could Santos now get for that 100? But the issue is that that's like look how it happened with Bale. You go all the money for Bale, but sometimes just having that one special player is worth more than 5 good players. So, but once that is, god damn, 160. 160, man. Yes, we did. Won the Olympics, beating Brazil 4-3 in the semis and Argentina 2-1 in the final, man. Your boy kind of Wanko said what's up. Your boy said what's up. Bro, waiting for a striker. I don't know what's happening, but currently trying to wait for a freaking striker. It's messed up, man. It's messed up. But I am being patient. I don't know how much more patient I can be, but I'm trying my best to be patient. I'm like, you know what? There's still a way to go. But the longer it goes through without any movement, the more worried I am. And the issue is this, bro, is chainsaw. There is Dortmund have a price. Dortmund are not, they don't say, oh, it's not for sale. That's a scary thing. So, Marina, I will sack you. You will be sacked if you don't sort this out. Because there is a price. There is a price. Dortmund have a very clear price. So all you have to do is just pay the freaking price. All you have to do is just pay that freaking price. No. He's not. He it depends. If we're talking about the Premier League, yeah. Because the numbers say so. So if we're squarely focusing on what he can do and produce in the Premier League, 160 guarantees you 20 to 25 goals. So in that, City have pretty much secured themselves in the Premier League for the next 2, 3, 4, 5 seasons because he's going to give you those 20 to 25 goals. Now the question is, okay, is he going to fit? But he's a goal scorer. Give him a chance, he's going to score. So just think about it. De Bruyne, De Bruyne, Ilkay Gundogan and so forth, all supplying for him. Bro, easy money. But my thing, though, is Champions League. Is Kane now going to be the guy to get City the Champions League? I doubt it. That's the thing. I strongly doubt that, man. Can Poch turn Mbappe into a striker? I would rather he doesn't. Between you and me, I would rather he doesn't, man. I would rather that he makes him a you see, I would rather that he focuses on just making him a better player out wide. Mbappe is not a striker. He's not a striker. Like, for me, strikers are strikers. Strikers are born. See, strikers are born, they're not made. The only striker that was made was on Henry. That was the only guy that was made. But then again, he said he was made, but Henry was never that great a winger. So really, striker was always his calling. But for guys who are really good as a winger, you don't put them as a striker. Think of the dub abracadabra. Think of the dub abracadabra, bro. Who says the side chick set to replace Kane? Good signing. No. He's not going to Tottenham. No way. As we said earlier on in the show, he wants to go to Atletico. There is no and now, okay, let's go deep. Pause. So if City gets Kane, then I believe there's a very good chance that they cannot get Griezmann now. If City roll up next season with Kane and Griezmann, we have issues. We have some issues there. We have some issues, man. We have some issues. Favorite Nkumu moments at Chelsea. I think Chelsea had lost a game or something. I can't remember what game it was. And I think that Mourinho came out and then he was obviously wanted his guys to still celebrate, and he wanted the guys to basically clamp in front of the Chelsea fans. And I think a camera went straight up to him, and Mourinho was like, "F off, man!" He basically flipped off the camera and basically went to the players. He wants them to basically celebrate, man. But no, too many moments, man. I told you, Uncle Mo is my idol, man. He's my idol, man. Wow. You see, football is a funny sport. Football is a funny sport. Remember, I always say that 1 + 1 doesn't always equal 2 in football. Now, face value. Oh, snap. A guy gets 20, 25 goals for Tottenham. You're not going to add those 20, 25 goals with De Bruyne, Ilkay Gundogan, Foden, Sterling, and so forth. It's a damn. And remember, Sterling and Kane already have an understanding from the England team. So it's it's scary. But the thing though is, what happens if Chelsea get Haaland or something? Because they say what's up. Liverpool. What if Liverpool make a big signing? See, Liverpool are one big signing away from saying what's up. Because we have to have a conversation about Salah. One day we have to have a genuine conversation about Salah as to, I think Salah is underrated. And I was a guy who used to say 16 goals max. I think it's underrated. Because if Liverpool just makes some really good signings, Salah is a walking 20, 25 goal a year scorer. So don't sleep on Liverpool. Liverpool just need to make the right signatures and the right moves, man. There's no reverse, man. There is no reverse, man. Abdul, okay, mute your mic. I'll see you on Saturday. Mute your mic. Mute your mic. I'll see you on Saturday. Just shh. Okay, mute your mic. Will Messi have a weak mentality if he stays? No. Game's changed because he won the Copa America. So right now, Messi, he couldn't give a crap because this was the one monkey off his back. And the idea was, okay, I never won anything with Argentina. I'm just going to stack up with these CLs. Now that he's now won with Argentina, he's like, screw it. So yeah, because that I have conquered that thing I wanted to conquer. He still needs to conquer the World Cup. And we're going to have a discussion on Sunday. Sunday for football debates happening this Sunday, 10 p.m. Get in there. But in his mind, is like, hey man, look, cool. I'll stay. But Messi is the happiest man in the world right now. He's over the moon. So because he's so happy, he's like, yeah, screw it. I'll stay, man. LSK Laxon says, I heard Pep's thinking of auctioning a CL on eBay. LSK. You know that I'm not done clowning that dude. See, guys, Pep is so lucky the Euros happened. this summer. That it was the Euros and Copa America this summer. Because if it wasn't, and guys, no relax. I am still gonna guys, if it is gonna drop, if it is dropping, because Pep, I'm not done roasting you. You bricked it. You should give back those 2 CL medals that were given to you by Messi. Messi gave you life. Messi gave you life. He gave you life. He owns your soul. He gave birth to you. Messi gave birth to you. You give back those CL winners medals that were given to you by Messi. Because you flopped. I told you, I ain't done with Pep. I'm not done with Pep, bro. It is a huge L. I'm not done with our African dude, man. That guy messed up. Should Klopp leave to a club with actual desire and actually a big club? No, Liverpool have desire, man. No. He's and also where's he gonna go to? You know, Juve have Allegri now. Bayern just hand Nagelsmann. He'd be interesting for PSG though. He would be really, really interesting for PSG. I won't lie, but no, I mean, I think Liverpool have the desire, man. They have the desire. Why not, man? They have the desire. So they just need to make the right signings. If they make the right signatures and the right signings, then they can say what's up. If Man City or PSG win the CL, if Man City or PSG don't win the CL, will they get a wing? Currently, the Barca wing is so basically there can only be one wing. They really have space for one wing in Siberia. So my thing is that it's not like Barca have taken so many L's that it's going to take something even greater for that wing to be replaced. So you need to give me a better argument for as to why the wing of Barcelona should be replaced, but them not winning. It's a huge L. It's not a big. It's not huge enough for a wing, man. Next question, please. Next question, please. If Pep gets Grealish, also just in response to that, watch To Catch a Predator. It's on YouTube. Just also watch it. To Catch a Predator. Watch it. If Pep gets Grealish and Kane and still doesn't win the CL, we need a big discussion. We already have to have a massive, and you know, I may bring it, on. You know what? I might make that another Sunday debate and discussion right now because we haven't really dealt with what he did in that CL final. We have. That's what we have. See, that CL final film was just me just hyping and just being happy with what Chelsea did. We've not actually had a full-on discussion breaking down how Lep lived. But if these guys get Grealish, see, that's the fair thing. I don't think Grealish and Kane are world class. But let's just say, if you have Grealish and Kane, after spending yet another $1 trillion, and you still don't win, I think we've got to get Pep out of here. I just think that we have to get. For me, I already think he should give back those 2 CL medals. Like, I'm to the point of where I'm willing not to recognize him as a 2-time CSL winner. Some of the case, if he doesn't win the CL with those 2, I'm stripping him off of those 2 CL wins. So therefore, Marina hasn't beat 2-zip. Abracadabra says, when are those reaction videos coming back? Oh, R said Ronaldinho. No. It's coming soon, man. Don't worry. I'm working on some stuff, man. Because I wanna, for Twitch streams, I wanna bring classic matches. So because I never watched I never watched the whole of Real Madrid Juventus. I never watched the whole of Brazil Germany. I never watched the whole of Italy Spain Euro 2012 final because the match didn't go the way I just left early. So I want to do like watch alongs of classic matches on Twitch. So that's going to be two series coming very soon, man. Thoughts on Van Gaal back to the Netherlands? He's a good manager. He's a good manager. He's better than De Boer. I think Koeman is a better fit, but he's a good manager. And I think that's, like, say what you will, like, he did lead Ajax. And especially, I think he is the right man for the job. Because I think Van Gaal works well with kids. Pause. Look at what he did with Ajax in 95. Look at what he did with the Netherlands side in 2014. And I think this is a new, younger Netherlands team. And I think that's for us to really refine and refurbish Netherlands into something new. I think Van Gaal is a good dude for us. I think it's good. I think it's good, but ideally it should have been Koeman. This is Koeman's team. This is Koeman's team. Who scored the only goal in the semi and final? I don't know who. I don't know who did that. Who scored the only goal in the semi and the final, man? This is going to be the most difficult one for me to rewatch. Like I have never seen the full match until that day because I think wasn't it? I think was it 5-0 after 20 minutes? Oh, like yeah, this is the most like it's going to be very hard to because it's like like how like cringe. That is genuinely cringe. Like I generally will feel in discomfort just watching that. Is nah. See, that's going to be tough to rewatch, man. That's going to be hard to rewatch. I can't, man. I can't. Like, yeah. I'm not sure that I can, man. That's a tough one, man. What's less than 0? What's if you can tell me what's less than 0? That's how much I can watch him for, man. What is less than 0, man? Look what only Germany. See, Germany are the only team that would do that nonsense. Any other team, 3-0, it'd be like, okay, look, Germany, the only team was let's just keep scoring. And I think I forgot who it was. I think it was Lantema. I think Lantema was pissed off that Ozil didn't score that chance because Ozil was like, man, Ozil, you prick! It could have been 8. Look, it was that was a mess, man. It is a mess, man. Like that game, that like for me, that's just nah. That's not what I had. What I had was because Bart Simpson was interviewed after the game, and they asked Bart Simpson that, so what was the mood at halftime, and what were you thinking? And Bart Simpson said that it would have been far more disrespectful if we just played around, kept possession, and so forth. The most respectful thing to do is keep playing. Like it's a match. We are representing Germany. And all for us representing Germany and for our country, we play to the best of our ability. We can't just be like, oh, because we're winning, let's just now look back. No. We are playing, we're representing our country on the biggest stage in the world. So it's not our problem that the guys that these guys have Fred and Casey and Jojo in attack. So let them have their Fred Flintstone and Casey and Jojo. We are Germany and we have to just keep playing. So he said the most respectful thing to do was just keep playing. So what can you do, man? What can you do? Um, Predict the next big winning age. Who's getting destroyed next season? Juve, Liverpool, Barcelona. If Tweedledee and Tweedledum, aka PK and Longley, are still in defense, Barca will get ripped again. They'll get ripped again. Like you will no, you're not no. If Barca have Tweedledee and Tweedledum in defense again, they are due for another raping. I don't mean to be explicit and so forth. I mean to cause no offense and everything, man. But yeah, it's going to be real bad because those guys they have to be they have to be replaced, man. This is true. And my thing is that, do you know why I think Barca are getting all of these defeats? They're getting all of these defeats now because it's karma. After they cheated, um, after they cheated against Chelsea in '09, I think this is the universe. This is the universe getting back at that man. It is the universe getting back at those guys, man. So deservedly so, deservedly so, man. Um, unless you want me to start breaking things. See, there are some games I will never watch again. You see, the '08 game, potentially, I am never watching that '09 game ever again. It's never. That is nah. Like I'm never, ever, 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 ever. They say never say never, but as Kilak said, do you wake up and just realize how much of a break and a loser you are? I mean, like, do you wake up every day and like every day that you wake up, do you wake up every day and just say, and LSK lacks in you bomb. Your club is trash. Your club's trash. You're buying a player who can score a penalty in a Euro final. You're buying another player who is the reason why Switzerland scored 3 goals for the very first time in their history. And you're gonna and your bomber's trash club is gonna end up trophyless this season. Why are you talking about something that happened in '08? Are you that much of an old sad fogey you're referring to '08? How about we talk about 2021? What is your trash club? What is your trash useless club in 2021? You have a geriatric Zimmer frame dude called Edison Cavani as your main striker. That loser that you told me was so great, Bruno Fernandes, he dropped a freaking disaster class and the whole thing. And this guy that you claim is so good called Pogba, he wants to leave. So your club's trash. Your club's crap. Okay, you support a trash club. All right. So keep Sancho. Sancho. Wait, who said I wanted Sancho? Sancho who? Who? Jaden who? Like is Sancho? Varane is not relevant. Varane was last relevant in 2018. He's not relevant anymore. Okay, so when we get Haaland, keep it. When we get Haaland, we're popping bottles. We're popping bottles. Okay, the heck. Do you want me to collapse? Let's see. Does the Young actually have like a compilation? It's Wait. We have to see. Oh god! Oh my god! We have to see this, man. Wait, oh, what the heck? No, wait, YouTube. Um, wait. Wait, so you have to see this. um, I'm gonna share the screen soon, man. I'm gonna share the screen. I mean, I can't play it because of copyrights, man. But crazy skills and goals. Which loser made a which loser made a who's this? Wick 7. Wick 7. Whoever you are, you need help. It's it's insane skills. Oh man. Oh Lord. Look, man. Week 7. I'm inducting week 7 into the academy. Man. Oh god. Oh shit. Oh, listen, after this, man, I'm watching that video. Insane skills. Oh, said from Splashnets, did you have hair back in 08? Yes, I did. I did. Not much, but yeah, I had more hair back in 08, man. For sure, I did. But yeah, look, guys. Okay, like, wow, yes, I'm bald. Okay, I'm bald. Wow, I'm sorry. Yes, I've lost my hair. Cool. I'm getting old. It's fine. Embrace age. Embrace the age, man. The heck. Your boy Suma, thank you for the dub. Suma, what up, baby? What up, baby? Is Laporte staying at City because we could use him? No. And if you're smart, go all out for Laporte. Laporte would make a great would make a great purchase for Barcelona. See, that is the dude who you need. That is the dude who you need specifically to improve your defense, man. So 100%, 1000%. Yeah, because like Laporte has already made it clear that no, I want to leave Man City, and he had a decent Euros. Made a few mistakes, but his Euros was pretty decent. And Pep has made it very clear that he doesn't want to use him. So Laporte's like, okay, screw you, you loser. I'm out. And yeah, because he good on the ball, can bring the ball out, good in possession, knows how to defend, good positioning, good in the air, can also score goals, is also an aerial threat. I think he's a great signing, man. I think he would be a really, really good signing for you guys, man. Actually, what are the 206 as classical where really gave birth and got a standing ovation? Yeah, I mean, That's because I watched highlights of that again, man. I mean, that is because that's another discussion that we can maybe have on Sunday. The best individual performance in a match. Zidane '06 World Cup, um, Ronaldo UEFA Cup final against Lazio, Ronaldinho '06, sorry, Ronaldinho against Real Madrid standing ovation, Javi in the 2011 UCL final. Um, which other big ones are there, man? You could argue Cannavaro in that game against Germany. Yeah, man, like that's a great way. Like, what is the best individual performance you've seen where a guy just performed crazy all through the freaking game, man? Um, bro, like I don't know how many of you guys are in London right now, guys. London is on fire. It is freaking hot, bro. It is freaking hot, man. Um, it is freaking hot. Nah, ja- Javi in that second half, I've I don't think he lost the ball. I don't think anybody had more touches on the ball than him. I don't think he that is what you call when a one man completely and totally controls a game. You know, like basically he single handedly just castrated Man United. Like Man United got castrated by him. So like what that guy did was insane. Absolutely freaking insane, man. Absolutely freaking insane. It was just on a whole other level, man. Um, bro, this is like it's hitting 30 Celsius. It's hitting like once you're hitting 30 Celsius, this is crazy. And my thing is that 30 Celsius in Nigeria isn't like how it is in London. Because the thing about it, because I even was talking to one of my neighbors, and he was saying, bro, like there's no wind. It's just searing heat. There's no wind. But you know what? Give me this over cold weather. I told you, man, I cannot deal with cold weather. Give me this all day, every day, than cold weather, man. Um, maybe sooner. I'll announce it. I mean, I'll announce it on YouTube. So I'll do a YouTube video, but yeah, like I'll do because what we're gonna do because we can't show it on Twitch is I'll have the match on Discord because obviously Footballer.net have all the backlogs of classic games, so I'll put it up on Discord so everyone on Discord can view it, and then they will then be on the Twitch stream, so we watch it on the Discord and then have it on the Twitch stream there as well, man. So let's have it right away. All right. What else you guys say, man? Before I pump out of here, man. Um, you're crazy. You're crazy, man. Give me 30 Celsius over -10, man. Give me 30 Celsius over my -10 all day, every day, man. Um, but you see, I'm a winter baby. You know, I was born in October, but I grew up in Nigeria, and because I grew up in Nigeria, I've just grown more accustomed to the hot weather. I mean, I've lived in England more than any place, but because I grew up in Nigeria, I've just never been able to acclimatize to cold weather. So for me, hot weather is just where I feel much more at home. Because I told you, my idea is to make as much money from YouTube. Hence why I told you guys, these your dubs and your memberships and Patreon stuff, they are all contributing to me retiring next year. Because the idea is I make enough money so that I can retire end of next year. Because I'm not I'm not doing a YouTube thing if Messi and Cristiano win that World Cup. The idea is that if they win a World Cup, you can't find me. Because sorry, I am hanging on to that by the thread of my neck. So if those guys win it, there's no way I'm gonna acknowledge it. So the only way I don't have to acknowledge it is if I just have to do this every month. So um Have hope. Can we rewatch Moscow '08 CL final, please? Can we rewatch the 2011 final? How about that? How about we watch the 2011 final? Or what's better? Why don't we watch the 2021 UCL final? Wait, wait. Remind me again. What? How far did United get in the Champions League? Semis? Quarters? Round of 16? No, come on. No. You must have made the round because you're Manchester United. So where did he get? So, I mean, where did he reach? Was it the quarters? Round of 16? There is no chance in the hell you didn't get past the groups. There's no, come on. So where did you, so tell me, where did you reach in this year's Champions League? I want to know where did you reach? I just because I've got because I think I banged my head. I've got short-term memory loss, man. So um HH, you're like 40 years old and you're so childish. Have you heard the saying young at heart? I don't have to act my age. I act how I want to act because I am who I am. I still will always watch, I will always read comic books. I will always read graphic novels. I will always have Captain America or Ninja Turtles as my ringtone. I will always appreciate good quality cartoons. I will always like video games and so forth. So there are particular aspects of me that I'll never change. So, you can say whatever you want. I'm never gonna change, never gonna change, never gonna change. So yeah. Is the Usy's career over? HH, keep it real. It's not looking great. Darren, this is not looking great, I still believe in him. I'm a dexterous left foot, right foot. But I'll keep it real with you. It's not looking promising. And it's unfortunate, Injuries. Injuries. If not for injuries, Ronaldo would have made Messi and Cristiano irrelevant. Simple. Without injuries, he would have made them irrelevant. If Spain didn't dope, Robin is a horseman. What ifs, we have to always deal with these crazy what ifs in this crazy part of football. So yeah, without injuries, Us is probably one of the best players in the world because his talent is clear. But what can you do with injuries, man? If United won the Europa, the propaganda would have been disgusting. What propaganda? If United fans have any shred of decency and they began to jump up or down because of a Europa, then they are a disgrace. They're a disgrace themselves and anybody with any sense in this world, man. Because it would be disgraceful if they started to talk about Europa, man. From LSK Laxon, who is a boy-chested devoted fan. So guys, just man, this dub is from LSK Laxon, who we view as a boy-chested devoted fan who is trash. We only play in the UCL, not the CCL. Hashtag COVID champs. Surely it would be harder to win it this year than in previous years. So if anything, Chelsea are the most worthy Champions League winners of all time. Because when Bayern won it was only one game. So Chelsea had to play 2 games in a COVID season that made it much more difficult to perform. So my thing is that whoever wins the UCL after Chelsea, I don't recognize them. Because Chelsea did dodge. So any UCL win after this will never be as worth as this win. Because this win is worth more than every UCL win in history, because this is the only UCL win that was done through COVID. The fact that Chelsea won this UCL through COVID means that they're more worthy UCL winners than every single UCL winner in history. So Chelsea are going to be UCL winners for until there's another massive epidemic. Chelsea are forever legitimate UCL winners, man. So there you go. From my boy Suleiman says, front. Sulman, I think it's best that we keep things on that hush hush and so forth, man. Are you actually? I'm 19. Wait, see, okay. Psychologically, I am 72. Spiritually, I'm 19. Do do the math. Philosophically, 72. Actually, no. Well, philosophically, 145. 145. Like psychologically, no, sorry, I'm spiritually 19. So that's my age there, man. What else you could say, man? From LSK Laxon, who says R9, the World Cup winner who surpassed Cristiano. Interesting. And Zad, who is more talented than Messi and Neymar combined. Okay. Suffered side effects of Paya in Madrid. But Jackson, if you already said that R9 surpassed Cristiano and Zad surpassed Neymar and Messi, your Paya comments, they make no sense, man. So I don't really see what we're saying here, man. Guys, can I just level with you guys? Remember, guys, become a Patreon. Patreon.com/half up. The best way to support your boy is become a Patreon. Support your boy, become a Patreon. Guy, I'm Marina. I am begging you. I am pleading with you. Get me a striker. With each day that passes, that no striker is gotten, I get more cranky, more fearful, and more violent. So if you don't want me to have PTSD, side effects, or start snapping, give me my striker. I don't ask for much in this world. You know, I don't ask for much in this world. I'm a very simple man. But under no circumstances do I want to see Tobo Timo. I don't want Tobo Timo to even be part of Chelsea anymore. Dortmund, make the deal happen. Guys, tell me right now, are you telling me that Timo Werner won't improve Dortmund? Timo Werner is the perfect player for Dortmund. He's Dortmund's missing piece. If Timo Werner joins Dortmund are guaranteed to win that Bundesliga. They're guaranteed to win the Bundesliga. So my thing is that this is a subtle that makes sense for you because I think Werner will do better and surpass Haaland for Dortmund. So the swap is a no-brainer. So for Dortmund, what the bloody hell are you waiting for? Don't be stubborn. Don't be annoying. Just make it happen. That's why I said that this has to rank as one of the greatest Champions League wins in history. The fact that Chelsea were able to win a UCL with a guy called Tobo Timo, arguably one of the worst players right now in football, that UCL should count. You know what? That UCL counts as 3. So in my mathematics, Chelsea now have 4 Champions Leagues because that counts as 3. Plus the one in 2012, Chelsea now have 4. You know, so how many do Madrid have? Well, they have like what? Man, that's ridiculous, man. That's oh man. So it's basically so Chelsea basically need like 6 months to catch up with Madrid. Actually, no, 2012 should actually count as 2. They should actually count as 2. Unless they drastically change the gameplay, why am I going to spend money on a piece of trash video game? Please tell me, like, why am I going to spend any money on a garbage piece of trash video game called FIFA? FIFA is McDonald's. Pro Evo, before they became Bombers eFootball, was gourmet, well cooked food, man. So FIFA is people don't play the EA Sports. Do you think EA Sports spend any time trying to make the game good? No, they're like, we don't have to spend our time making this game good. We can put out any crap and these guys are gonna take it. So what are we talking about here, bro? So yeah, I mean, my thing is not. I'm not buying that nonsense, man. Messi is my favorite player, but if he signs with Barca, his career is over. They're in no position to win the UCL, and I wouldn't even call them La Liga favorites. He should go to PSG. If Messi wants to win the UCL, he should go to PSG. Well, the question you should be asking yourself is, right now, how desperate is Messi to win the UCL? As of right now, he isn't that desperate because of what happened in the Copa America. If they had not won the Copa America, he would have maybe pushed for a move. The fact that they won the Copa America, I think, you know what, he is so happy. He's on cloud nine right now. He's like, hey man, I'm cool. So now all he needs is the World Cup. That is the only infinity stone that he needs, which I'm hoping he doesn't get, you know? So, because if he gets the World Cup infinity stone, yeah, you know, it's going to be pretty tricky for my guys, man. You know, it's going to look pretty tricky for my guys. So, because of the Copa America win, I think he's in a different mind space. He's no longer that bothered about whether or not he wins another Champions League. Before he used to be. As of right now, I think he's cool. He's cool with it. Guys, man, just to keep in mind, remember to follow your boy on Twitter. Follow your boy on Twitter, man. Follow your boy on Twitter. I'm that Twitter dude, but not Twitter dude, man. Follow your main man on Twitter and follow your boy on Instagram as well. Instagram. I know it's pretty small, but follow your boy on Instagram as well. Follow your boy on Instagram at the Half Up Man. You know, I post some nice quality stuff up in there, man. You know what I mean? If PSG acquire all these players and still flop in the UCL, Qatar might as well disappear off the map. Well, look, man. I don't see. Do you know the highest tax? People say that Bundesliga tax, EPL tax. The highest tax is LSG tax. You can be Pele, Maradona, it can even be R9. That's LSG tax is real. Ever since the miracle at Camp Nou and the nightmare in Paris, man, that LSG cost is real. And I don't know who can lift it. You know, I don't know what guy can lift that LSG cost. I don't even think that Messi is even in a position to be able to lift that LSG cost, man. Which player has a better chance to win which player has the best chance to win a World Cup? Neymar, Messi, or Cristiano? Cristiano. Based on how strong Europe are and Portugal's team. Yeah, Portugal lost to Belgium because of Eden Hazard's brother saying what's up, but it's still a very good squad. And if Santos just gets the balance right, that they are the strongest team out of those three. So they are definitely, they're still going to go into that World Cup as one of the favorites. The Argentina team looks pretty good. I still feel like they meet a top European team, they'll get walked. Brazil are the worst. If your main striker is a guy called Rich and Jesus, nah, I'm cool, man. I'm cool. Like for Neymar, man, bro. But when Messi and Cristiano are concerned, man, Cristiano has a very good chance. He's got a very good chance. I think with Messi and Argentina is, if they get the right group, they get the right path. Who knows? Who knows? So the key thing is if they have the right group, and if pieces just fall into place. Look at how the pieces fell into play for England. Let's say they get an easy group, then they finish top. What if France get knocked out? Portugal get knocked out. Italy get knocked out early. Then the path is now clear. So this World Cup could be very tricky. I told you this World Cup is very tricky. HH, thoughts on Gavin Harris signing for Spurs? Who the frick is Gavin Harris? A musician. Let's get past. You need help. Like, you need serious psychiatric help, bro. You need serious psychiatric help. Deep help. Like, see a psychiatrist. HH, have you met the AFTV crew, especially Ty? I've met Robbie. I've seen Ty because my cousin lives in Archway. So I saw Ty in Archway and I just felt weird going up to him. Of course, rest in peace, legend himself. I messed with Claude and I did like a show with Claude. Did a show with DT. Yeah, I've met a lot of the AFTV crew. A lot of the AFTV crew. Yeah, they're cool, man. But yeah, I don't like, because I wanted to go up to see Ty, but I just felt it would just be too weird. So I was like, you know what? Let me just hang back, guys. Remember, guys, send your questions via the website for Friday's Q&A. Make your questions about transfers and current things happening. Send in those questions in Friday's Q&A. So Friday Q&A is from 10 p.m. this Friday. Go to the website and send in those questions via the official websites. And Saturday, hang out from 10 p.m. talking about all these transfers. Sunday, debate show. We're going to have our things, man. So guys, peace out. Stay true, stay real. And Marina, do your freaking job, man. Become a Patreon member. Gain access to my blog, get access to exclusive videos, and also get access to the podcast, to the Saturday and the Sunday hangouts. Head over to patreon.com/halfwop to gain all these goodies while also supporting your boy HH.